Hi, I'm Nancy O'Neill and welcome to Suncoast FYI. Today we learn about summer shows at the Van Wiesel and the upcoming season at the Venice Institute for Performing Arts, plus the upcoming blood drive where you'll find some familiar S&N faces. Van Wiesel Performing Arts Hall has an exciting summer ahead, and here to tell us about their upcoming shows is Executive Director Mary Wiesel. And it's so nice to see you.
Oh, great to see you too in the summer.
I know,
so
thank
hot.
you. So I know I don't want to think about that.
No.
I know it could be worse, and it probably will be. But what's going on these days?
Well, you know, in the summer is when we get ready for the next season,
Yep.
but we also have our Friday Fest series, and that's 4 outdoor concerts on the bay. So even though it's a little warm at the beginning, when the breezes come in and you see the sun go down, because you're right there on the waterfront, it's gorgeous. Mm-hmm. And we have 4 of them. They start in June very quickly. We have, the first one is called Big Night Out. I love that name. And it's on June 21, and it's tropical. So you really feel fantastic because you're out there with the reggae and all that kind of music.
So dress and theme.
Yes, yes, dress and theme and dress comfortably. And we also have, there's fantastic food trucks. We've got a lot of new ones this year. And you can buy beer and soft drinks and water, and it's just great.
Okay. Should people bring chairs?
They should bring chairs or blankets. No food because, you know, that's to be bought inside with our vendors, but absolutely chairs or blankets. And then we have a second one called Rebel Heart, and that's on July 19th. That is actually my birthday, so I assume they're going to play Happy Birthday for me. And it's country music. And, you know, when we first started Friday Fest, they were all jazz. And I thought that's not really fair. We should do something for everybody who likes different kinds of music. Yep. So that's then. And then Reverend Barry and the Funk is coming up for August.
They're great.
They are great.
Yeah.
And they have these fantastic horn sections, and that's August 16th. And I really, really enjoy that one, and I can't wait for that. And then we have Ari and the Alibis. And I have met them, and they have fantastic, they actually have 2 fantastic music, but they have 2 of the players have won Grammys. And
wow.
Ari plays the trombone, and he has a huge voice, and so it's just a great, great show. Okay. So that's our September 1, September 20th.
Okay,
so
and
that's
all of those are on the website. So
yes, they're all on the website.
Get a chance to write those down.
You know, www.vanwiesel.org. It's free. You know, you can buy a chance if you want to win some tickets or other great prizes. But it's a great fun, free. You know, it's a great fun, very cheap evening out.
Yep. Always good. Always good. So now, outside of the shows that have been announced, is there anything else coming up?
We just announced a big show a couple days ago. Sebastian Maniscalco is coming in November. And on the first day, which was a fan pre-sale, they sold over 800 tickets.
Oh my gosh.
And he is like the hottest comedian out there. He sold 3 shows, I think, at Madison Square Garden right out. And so we are so thrilled to have him at the Van Wiesel. So that would be one I would not wait on tickets because that's huge. And then we also have Straight No Chaser coming. And this is called the Open Bar Tour. And these are like a whole bunch of gorgeous guys that sing a cappella. They're very funny. It's not at all what you would have thought of a cappella back in the day, you know. And that's on sale. And then a show that's actually, someone's bringing it to our theater. It's a rental, is Julie Andrews is coming, and I've never seen Julie Andrews other than I saw her in person on Broadway when she did Victor Victoria, but that's very exciting.
Yes.
And she doesn't sing anymore because you've probably heard she had a problem with her voice when they did an operation on it, but this is about her life, and you know, it's going to be a great show, and what a titan she is. So, and then of course we have all of our Broadway season on sale on subscription. And a couple of shows are almost sold out. One, we've had to add a second performance. American in Paris sold out on subscription, and so we're having to add a matinee. It's fantastic. And I think the one that I really love is Come From Away, which is the story after 9/11, when on 9/11 all those planes were in the air. You know, and I still think back to that, don't you, Nancy?
Yes.
About I would have never thought to ground all those planes, and they had to put them somewhere. And they took them to Gander, Newfoundland, and this little tiny community took in all these people, you know, I think it was 7,000 or something. It was huge. And that's a great show. And another favorite of mine is Les Miserables. Well, I hope you come to all of them.
But I'm going to it in New York.
Oh, you're seeing it in New York.
Month,
Oh, that's great. That's great. I saw it a couple of years ago in New York, and
I loved it.
Yeah,
I know.
It's playing at the Strauss Center, I think, this month, and so it's a great musical.
Okay, so tickets for the upcoming shows.
Yes.
Where can we get them? Because there's a
right now,
specific place.
Yes, it's 953-3368 is our box office number, and it's www.vanwezel.org. And I again caution everybody on the internet to get to our site. Make sure it says official, because especially with Sebastian, which is going crazy. You really need to be on our site, because what they do is these bots suck the tickets up, and then they make them 5 times as expensive. So really, you need to get them from the official site. If you're too nervous to buy them on the internet, call us or come down to the box office. We're open, you know, and that's the way to go. With the Broadway and the classical shows, subscriptions are only on sale right now. But I'll tell you, with shows selling out on subscription, it's really smart to buy a subscription, because you get to see, you know, you can buy a sampler package for 4 or more, and you know, that way you get a discount too. So that's great.
Yep, I always do that too. That's great. It's wonderful.
And then I'm busy working on all the other shows that we're going to be announcing shortly. I think there's about 10 shows going to be announced in about a week or so, because you know, our normal announce is in September, but with the November shows, you know, you want to get them on sale a little earlier. But anyway, we're excited.
Okay, and the best way to stay up to date on the events is go to
you know, become an e-club member. If you go to our website, you sign up for the e-club, you get little flashes, you know, in your inbox.
Awesome. Well, always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you so much.
And so much going on.
We love it here.
So much to look forward to. Thank you, Mary. Just ahead on Suncoast FYI, we learn about a performance center with educational programs for our community. The Venice Institute for Performing Arts promotes artistry and entertainment through unique educational programs. And here with more are Becca Eldridge and Sterling Jossa Phelps. Good morning. Did I pronounce your name correctly, since it's a new married name?
Yeah, well, it was very close. It's Sterling Jossa Phillips.
Phillips, okay.
Yes.
I wanted to correct that, so now we can start. The Venice Institute for Performing Arts. What is it? Tell our viewers.
Yeah, so we are the nonprofit that manages the Venice Performing Arts Center. The center is owned by the Sarasota County School Board, but the City of Venice put in half the money to build it, and in doing so made a home for the Venice Symphony, the Venice Concert Band, and the Venice Chorale. And then we bring in acts for the community to be able to get the most out of their time in the space, because it was taxpayer money that was used to create the center that the city put into the center.
So do you have summer programs?
We do have some fantastic summer programs, both on the educational side of things and in our programming. Our educational programs are going to be coming, if we don't start anything this summer, we're definitely going to see it next summer. And we do have 3 fantastic shows that we're having this summer.
Okay, what are those?
So the first one is Timeless Country. That'll be on June 29th. That's with the C.J. Simmons Band. They're out of Nashville. They've opened for some really big country names, and this is their tribute to some of country's longtime stars, including Patsy Cline and some other big ones throughout history. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. And then at the end of July, on July 27th, is the All-American Boys Chorus, and that's a chorus of 10 to 14-year-olds who are on tour for their summer vacation out of California.
Out of California, okay. I was going to ask if it was from around the world or just
No, they're based in Southern California is where they're based, and that'll be a lot of fun, and that one's very patriotic, and we did that one in July because of the 4th of July for that. It'll be a really fun show. And then on August 10th, we have the Sandy Toes Stand-Up, and that is 7 Florida-based comedians coming together to do Florida-themed comedy.
Oh,
that'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, and we have one more summer show coming. It hasn't been announced yet, but it'll be announced in a couple weeks.
Okay, and you have summer programs for students?
So
Sterling,
this summer, our student programming is not as open as we'd like it to be, but we are looking at getting some fantastic grants and donors who are very interested in the program, so it will be expanding for next season. This year, the Venice High School is putting on a production for students that we're really excited about, and we hope to work with the high school and others to make sure that we have some fantastic educational opportunities in the summer next year.
Yeah.
Now, if there's any organizations in the area, whether it be adults or school-oriented, can they rent the space out from you and do performances?
Yeah, they can. We offer rentals. We also will do some co-produced shows, specifically with local groups. One of our big partnerships is with the Sarasota Cuban Ballet School. We do both the Nutcracker with them in the fall and a spring show with them this year. It will be A Midsummer Night's Dream and a modern piece called Ocean. And with the co-produced show, it allows us to make money towards our mission of helping the Venice High Performing Arts programs and the Venice programs, and help them make money towards their mission at the same time.
Okay, now you have programming year-round. It's not just summer.
Yeah.
Summer is just a little bit quieter for you, right?
It is, but what's one of our big goals we keep hearing from people is that they want things in the summer. They want things
Absolutely.
year-round, and we're really working hard to be able to provide that for people. So this summer season is kind of like a test pilot. We're doing the 3 shows, seeing what works, seeing what our summer audience likes, so that next year we can have a full off-season season as well as the in-season.
It's a lot of work gearing up for events, so I know you're working on it. I'm sure it'll be fabulous.
Yeah,
Whatever
thank
you've
you.
got coming up is going to be great. Now, one interesting thing that I like, and I think our viewers would be interested in, is you have discounts for students and seniors, and can you tell us a little bit about that?
Of course. We have some fantastic discounts. Currently, we just started memberships and packages, so patrons can get an early start on their tickets for next year and get some extra discounts and some bonuses. We're even going to be offering valet in our highest amount membership, so that's something to look forward to next year. As well as we have student and staff discounts. Those staff discounts works for all Sarasota County School Board employees, as well as senior discounts throughout the season.
Okay, and that's up to 25%? Did I
Yeah,
hear
so
that? That's a
yeah.
lot.
So
That's
any
a
Sarasota
significant-
County school staff member, even if we're down in South County, but if they're up here at Booker High, it doesn't matter which Sarasota County school they work for, they'll get 25% off.
And an important thing to remember, buying tickets. Where do you go to buy your tickets?
You can definitely visit our new website, myvipa.org, or veniceperformingartscenter.com.
Okay, now that's something that you want people to be mindful of, not to buy them from a third party.
It's very important, especially if you are Googling Venice Performing Arts Center. Sometimes an ad for another site will pop up and be the first one you see. And unfortunately, those can be people who are trying to take advantage of you not realizing what you clicked on. You definitely want to make sure you're clicking on Venice Performing Arts Center.
Okay, and before we close, how can the community support your mission?
There's a lot of fantastic ways to support our mission. The number one way to do it is come support our performances. The second best way to do it is to come volunteer for us. We have a lot of volunteer opportunities and are always looking for new volunteers for our family.
All right, great. Well, thank you both for being here, and have a great summer season.
Thank you
Thank you so much.
Next on Suncoast FYI, we hear about the biggest blood drive of the summer. What if I told you you could meet your favorite SNN anchors and reporters, all while helping our community? Suncoast Blood Bank is hosting the Save Our Summer Blood Drive, and here to tell us about it is the Director of Community Development, Jane Giroux. Welcome back.
Thank you, Nancy.
It's good to see you, and you're here for such an important reason.
Yes.
Our summer blood drive, you told me that there's a critical shortage. So let's start with what the summer blood drive is and how important it is this year.
Well, we follow the trends nationwide, and we knew this was coming. There's actually a national blood shortage. So we work with many organizations, including SNN, every year to try to shore up our donations during the summer. So 2 years ago, SNN came to us and wanted to help us, and we created the Save Our Summer Blood Drive. And it's being held for the third year on June 19th at Cinebistro from 1 to 7 p.m. Every donor who comes is going to get a ticket to Cine Bistro and get to meet their favorite SNN anchors who will be there all day.
Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. Now, is there any criteria that you recommend for somebody who is interested in donating blood? Should they do anything prior to doing that?
Well, the criteria is basically you need to be at least 16 years old and healthy. You can donate as young as 16 with parental permission. And we always suggest that prior to donating, you hydrate well and have a good meal. That will lessen the chance of you having a reaction, which is very rare anyway, but the more you can prepare for your blood donation, the better the process will be for you.
Okay. Now, there's many ways for people to donate, and that is one of them, but you have many other activities taking place during the course of the month. Is it necessary to have an appointment to go to one of those?
No, you don't need an appointment. In June, we're full of major blood drives. We have our Boots versus Badges blood drive that kicks off in Northport. We have our Anna Maria Oyster Bar blood drive at the end of the month. And we're also working with Sarasota Ford, and they have donated a 2-year lease on a Ford Ranger XLT truck. And if you donate 2 times before the end of, actually by September the 6th, you'll be eligible to enter a drawing to win that truck. And we have a really exciting event coming up on June the 14th, which is World Blood Donor Day. We're trying to reach a younger demographic because that's going to be the generation we rely on. And so we have gone to the gaming community, which is a big online community.
Yes, it is.
And we have partnered with Team Liquid. And Team Liquid is going to change their color on National Blood Donor Day, World Blood Donor Day, and anybody who donates will get a limited edition Team Liquid t-shirt. So we're really looking for those 16 to 35-year-olds who really love gaming. It'll be a great opportunity.
And all of these are listed on your website. There's a calendar I saw for the whole month of June on there, and probably going forward as well. Now, the blood bank. So you have all of those things going on. You mentioned earlier the crisis that we have right now, and it's not just here in Sarasota, but it's nationwide. How are we impacted though, Jane?
Well, we are impacted because we are part of a network of blood banks across the country, and all blood banks share their resources when they can. In other words, we have to meet our local needs first, but if we can't meet local needs, or if another blood bank can't meet their local needs, we will reach out and help by sending them units of blood. And we're currently in a very critical situation, and we're going on appeal Monday to the public because we had at one of our local hospitals what's called a massive transfusion protocol. And that's a situation where somebody has a very bad bleeding situation. We don't know the details. We just know that an individual has needed and may still need a tremendous amount of blood. And one crisis like this, one person, one case can deplete the entire blood supply for a couple of days.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So yes, and it's that can happen, and it could happen more than once. So we all need to be mindful of that and to do anything that we can to help you. Now, is there anyone who should not donate blood?
There are medications that you might be on that would exclude you from donating blood. If you have any questions about that, again, you can call us. If you're sick, if you're running a fever, if you're on antibiotics, you cannot donate blood until you're well and fever-free and not taking antibiotics. If you've traveled to certain places, there are restrictions that will not allow you to donate. You know, unfortunately, a lot of the restrictions that are imposed on us take the entire population down to about 35% who are eligible to donate. And of that 35%, less than 4% actually donate.
Really?
And less than 1% donate platelets.
That's so sad. I'm so sorry. Well, I hope this helps.
It usually does.
And where can our viewers go to find out more information?
Our website is scbb.org. We have an interactive calendar you can go to find any of our blood drives out in the community. It lists our donor locations, and we have 4 donor centers, and our blood mobiles, they're the ones with the smiling people who live in your community, are out every day.
Okay. And one more time, when is the summer blood drive taking place?
The summer blood drive with SNN is on June 19th. It's sponsored by Batteries and Bulbs Plus, at Cinebistro 1 to 7, and everybody who donates will receive a free ticket to Cinebistro.
Awesome. Thank you again for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
After the break, we hear about some exciting events to look forward to this weekend. Coming up this weekend, celebrate Dad at the Great Father's Day Race, a 5K happening this Saturday at the Siesta Key Beach Pavilion. Registration includes food, drinks, free photos, medals, and a shirt for the occasion. Get 10% off with code RECEIPT10 at GreatFathersDayRace.com. Plus the 27th Annual Downtown Venice Craft Festival. Enjoy photography, stained glass, plants, food, and personalized art. This free event takes place from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Miami Avenue West in downtown Venice. If you would like to promote your community event on Suncoast FYI, we would love to hear from you, and this is a complimentary service. Please call our producer, Andrea Chu, at 941-361-4651. To view previous episodes, go to snntv.com. I'm Nancy O'Neill, and we'll see you next Friday on Suncoast FYI.